Hey everyone, Rano and Sierra here. Welcome to the LOVE15.
Where in 15 minutes, we hear from committed couples on what it takes to make their relationships thrive.
Be sure to stay to the end and find out the #1 piece of advice this epic couple has that could make all the difference in your relationship. So today we have Laurence and Julie. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, you two beautiful people.
Thank you.
Yay.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. All right. So
we've got multiple rounds. We're going to start with round 1, and it's fast and fun. And we're just going to bombard you with a bunch of questions, and you just answer them as quick as you can. So go ahead.
all right. Morning sex or night sex?
Definitely evening sex.
I like it in the morning, but she doesn't, so it's evening.
How long have you been together?
5 years and 6 months on September 20th, but who's counting?
Nice.
Lawrence, boxer or briefs?
Both, actually. No, they're actually briefs that are in the shape of boxers.
Julie?
Manties.
Help me.
Oh, manties.
Oh,
Ooh, I
manties.
love
Oh, manties are good.
Nice. All right, Julie, panties or thongs? No.
Panty.
Panties.
Nice.
Beach or mountains?
We live by the beach and we love the mountains.
Nice.
Great.
All right, red or white wine?
Neither. We like sparkling water.
Yeah.
Well,
think
there
I'd
was
pack
a time that we did enjoy our wine, but we've kind of cut down from alcohol. So yeah,
Great.
not serving us.
Yeah, I'm with you. The same thing. I'm just starting to clean that up. Clean up my act.
Yeah.
Chinese or Italian? Food.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free Italian. Yeah.
We've been to a
That's
gluten-free
right.
Italian place with you. It's
That's
quite
right.
good.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird, night owl.
You explained the whole morning sex, night sex.
Hugs or kisses?
Both.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Mhm.
We like the way that we sleep. We literally have to have like every part of our body connected, or we can't.
Oh, we're like,
I know. We're like, ugh.
I thought we were the only ones. It's good to know.
I'd probably say hugs. I think is probably our default.
Kisses.
XOXO.
Both.
All right.
Excellent.
Final answer.
Both is better than one.
Both is
Perfect.
better than one.
Good job.
All right,
So,
final question for this round. What is your partnership superpower?
We are divine, sacred mirrors.
Yes, we are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes, we reflect amazingly back to each other. Yes.
We tend to match a lot.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Kind of matchy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Your emojis match too. Okay, cool. So round 2, we're going to slow it down a little bit, get a little bit deeper.
So, Laurence, when did you know that she was the one?
After our first date.
Not during.
Well, during. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
When you kept me up till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
kissing
Pretty.
under the moon.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
He
Yeah.
like literally
Yeah.
when he brought me over to his house, he carried me over the threshold.
Oh, wow. First date, huh?
Wow.
Dang.
Ah.
So I wonder if your question or your answer matches, Julie. When did you know he was the one?
I mean, for me, it literally was love at first sight. When I first found him on Facebook and I saw his little profile picture, I just immediately was like, oh, that's my one. And then when we first met on the beach in person, and I remember he like took off his glasses and I took off my sunglasses and we looked in each other's eyes and my knees literally turned to rubber, like heart fluttering, like the whole 9 yards. I like got all wobbly and had to catch myself. So
Ah, that's great.
Yeah. She
I had a
had
hunch.
she had friended me on Facebook and then messaged me. And I got the wrong impression that she wasn't like out dating and stuff. And so,
And I was totally trying to like hook up.
and
So,
yeah, and I totally missed the memo there. And then eventually was with another friend, the friend that actually how we met each other. We were down on the beach going for just to hang out. She came running up to the friend. And then we both realized we knew each other, and like we ended up sitting down all together and hanging out for 3 or 4 hours, and where I pretty much told her everything what I was looking for in a woman and in a relationship, and she was like behind her sunglasses and her hat, like just
check. Damn, he's kind of hot. Check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
4 days later, we were on our first date, and
Carrying her over
pretty
the
much have
threshold.
been together every day since.
Wow. Ah, so magical. So amazing, you two. Aw.
Okay, so next question. What are you most excited about in your relationship, right now?
I mean, I would just say that it's working. Like we're happier than ever. I feel like all of the work that we've done in the previous years, the soul growth work, has totally come to fruition. And so here we are in quarantine, and I mean, we're super blissed out. Like every single day is Twitter patient. It's our payback time.
Yeah, I think what I really feel with our relationship is like truly anything is possible that we both want. Like whatever we want to create, whatever it is we want is possible in our relationship. That's the level of openness and vulnerability and authenticity that we now have with each other, that there's no limitations. Whatever we want, we can create together. Super excited about that. Yeah.
Nice.
Glorious. So good.
Yeah, you want to do the next one?
Okay, next question. What does your partner do that drives you crazy? Either like sexually crazy or you're fucking
Batty.
batty. Batty. You can choose.
I want both.
Oh, both?
You were saying
Okay,
both is better than one.
Reframe. When you first said it, I was thinking about his habit of like sitting here like on Zoom calls, and he'll start picking at his toes. And it reminds me of like my dad's like old habit of doing that.
I'm a
and
Libra. I pick my toes.
Oh my God. It drives
Is that in the Zodiac description?
Pick my nails.
It drives you crazy in bed about me.
Nice switch.
I love when she tells me what to do in the bedroom.
Ooh.
I'll leave the rest for your imagination.
Nice.
In one or two sentences, what do you love most about your partner?
What I really love about Julie is her ability to listen and hold space. Like she's just so incredible at just really listening to what I have to say and taking it in and holding space for me. And I think the other thing is just the level at which she shows her gratitude and appreciation for me. And I've never really had that in relationship, somebody who actually acknowledges, because it's really one of my core love languages is being shown gratitude and appreciation. And she does such a really tremendous job at fulfilling that for me. Yeah.
How about you, Julie?
So, wow. Yeah. What I'm so grateful for about you is your dedication. Like you're such a dedicated man and devoted man. It creates such a container of safety for me to just completely relax and be vulnerable, be free, be self-expressed. Like it's just such a gift in the way that you hold me and hold us.
Oh, yay, love.
All right. So we're going into round 3.
What has been your biggest pebble in the shoe argument or biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge.
I don't know what I thought it was just like who's going to cook dinner each night has been like our
That was our
ongoing,
biggest challenge?
No, pebble and shoe.
Oh, now I thought we were doing biggest challenge. Now it's pebble in the shoe.
Oh, I
So-
totally messed up.
Sounds
There
like
you
we
go.
found
You
it.
found the challenge. Deciding on which question.
We found the pebble in the shoe,
This is the one question you didn't like.
and we'll
but-
do both. How's that? We'll do both.
Dinner.
Who was going to cook dinner, or where are we going to eat dinner? Until COVID hit, then everything changed. I became Chef Laurence.
Aha.
Ah.
Aha.
Solved all the cooking where are we eating? Home. What are we eating? Lawrence is cooking.
Nice.
I've been
Hey.
I've become Chef Rado.
Thank you,
too.
COVID.
Yeah, I know.
I got my cooking has taken on an A game. So
And,
Nice.
and I heard from some of the top foodies in that group that you did an amazing job.
yeah. But biggest challenge in our relationship was, I would say, that our wounding, where we had wounds from our past and our triggers, was like perfectly enmeshed on top of each other. So what would trigger Julie would,
The way
and
I
then
would
she would
respond.
respond to the trigger would be hit right on top of my wound. And so what we would get into was this, what we called a misery go round. And and so we often would spend, for a number of years, we would struggle with that misery go round because we couldn't quite figure out how to resolve it. And after doing lots of of work, and ultimately,
Well, I mean, I would
I'll
say,
let you say.
I would say it comes down to, what is our trauma response from childhood and how much that shows up in relationships. And so we were realizing that so many of these arguments in these loops we would get into was based on that old nervous system response that we learned from childhood. And so the solution really did come through a lot of soul searching, of not so much figuring out what the problem was in terms of the argument, but we actually both had to go back into our own like personal reflection and sovereignty and really, really heal those deep, deep, deep wounds and rewire our nervous system so that we could actually respond instead of reacting. So once we really got that, and we both had to do the work and heal it, because if one of us figured it out, we still would be in that loop. It took a big leap of faith for both of us. And really that's what completely transformed our relationship once we got that figured out.
Yeah. And to add to it, it became really apparent to us both that if we didn't heal it here, we were just going to be doing this same dance in our next relationship. And so, I think one of the fundamental values that we also got from Eden was seeing things all the way through. And that pillar made such a difference for us of really staying in that committed space of actually, okay, we're going to work this out. Like, we're going to heal this one way or the other. And if after we've healed it, we decide that it doesn't make sense for us to be there, that would be one thing, but we're not going to like leave not healing this issue. And it was like magic, because as we healed that issue, everything coalesced and it all came together, including this amazing community that we get to be a part of. So, which was something that was so important to us to call in our lives.
I love that. It's like wherever you go, there you are. So if you like each other enough to stick with it and take it all the way through and work it out, if it doesn't work out after doing that, then at least you've cleared it and you've been healing buddies. But I'm hearing that you worked it out and that made it even more magical and deeply connective. So
yeah, we went like, I like to say, we went from being, wound mates to true soulmates.
All right. So here's our final question or final round. Go for it.
All right. So if you could give one piece of advice for couples starting out that would make their relationship thrive, what would it be?
So we have very important commitment in our relationship that once a week we always have a date night. And date night's not we're going out to dinner to talk about the kids and then go to a movie. We call it Tantra date night, where we actually create a beautiful lovemaking ritual, connection ritual, because it's not even about lovemaking. New relationship energy begins to fade. We need to work for it. We need to practice to keep it alive. So that's really been the biggest thing that I love sharing with other couples, is make sure you have a night of intimacy. Make sure you have a night dedicated to just you, and make that the most important priority of the week.
Yeah, just to add to it. So just a couple of points on it, like you shared about 5 minutes of anything, just for people who may be interested in how do you do that. Well, then maybe, acknowledge our partner, our beloved, for something that we just love and appreciate about them, either from the day or from the prior week. Then my partner will do it. Julie will do that back to me. And then, from there we might pull, tarot cards or do a little fun game of some sort, whether it be 5 minutes. Sky's the limit. I mean, there's tons of different ideas.
So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Laurence and Julie, for being here with us and sharing your hearts and your love. And so everyone can just experience your wisdom.
Your tools.
Yeah. So remember that the only thing that makes one relationship better than another relationship is your commitment to practice relationship with one another. And it's beautiful to see how your commitment to the practice of relationship has really turned out for you both.